Right. And even if you're doing the main biz dev as the owner, your team, your people make the place, I always say.
Yeah.
And so your team should be the face of your agency and should be helping to showcase the expertise that you have in an industry, the expertise that you have delivering on a specific platform, the
Hmm.
strategies that you give to clients as a team. That's really important. So don't just completely disconnect your delivery teams from your sales and marketing efforts either. You want to involve them and make it a team effort because
Yeah.
people are hiring experts. They're hiring for a
Yeah.
solution and a strategy. And that comes from people. It's in their head. And you
Yeah.
know that. Clients kind of know it. Sometimes they know it more than other times. But make sure
Yeah.
that you're tapping into that as well. It doesn't all have to fall on you, even if you're accountable for the result.
That's a great point. Something that I've worked with a lot of people on, something that we used to do at our agency was, and Gino Wickman talks about in Traction, building the Dream 100 list and getting the team involved in that and saying, what brands do you love? What types of industries do we want to break into? Who do you want to work for? And really getting them to be a part of that list creation of who do we want to hunt after and who do we want to attack? And maybe, you know, everybody's going to say we want to work for Apple or Nike or, you know, the next awesomest brand. And maybe you can't get to that level yet, but you can work towards it and say, what are our affiliations and who do we really, what kind of things are we into? You know, we're outdoor enthusiasts. Great. Let's work towards the REIs and, you know, the Cotopaxies and that of the world and really build on what their true like affiliations of activities are that they love. Just get them all gung ho for it. Most employees don't have the hunter mindset. That's they're hired because they have the mindset of I want to do a thing. And when you can empower them to say, "Oh, I didn't realize my uncle works for so and so. Maybe we can talk to them." But when you get them involved in what that process looks like, you open up the door to they might have some of the talents that the owner needs to do some of that hunting process as well.
Have you seen any interesting strategies that agencies have used to build out their ABM top 100 dream list?
So I would say they're not exclusively the same thing, but so ABM, account based marketing, working with the account team to be in the company vision, be in the company strategy, be a part of next year's planning or end of year fiscal planning. In a lot of cases, that's on larger client bases, but try and just plug yourself into the company. Back in the day, you used to be able to walk around the campus of a school of a large organization. And that way you can say, oh, well, I know this person in this department, but I now want to meet this person in that department. So that was easier to do before everything was digital and remote. Now it's much more difficult. So that part of, account-based marketing and helping plug yourself and make the agency a really vital part of down the road strategy, down the road events, projects, products, things like that is vital. And that's really reliant on a really strong account team that knows how to build those relationships. Hey, Peter, we're going to be in town next week. Can we grab lunch? Can we grab dinner? Like, you're not going to be in town, but make it a point to be in town. Do you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. Building that Dream 100 list and really getting the team involved says, we're really good in these 3 or 4 niches. Are there neighboring niches that we can use that experience to build upon in the next space? So, and then building out a list of 50 companies, 100 companies, whatever the company list looks like that we want to work for. And then to break it down into bite size. You use the phrase of, take a bite out of the elephant together. Break it down into smaller bites. So every week I'm going to take 10 companies and I'm going to find 10 people at each of those companies and I'm going to contact all 100 of those people. So that Dream 100 list turns into now 1,000 or more people that you can contact. LinkedIn Sales Navigator makes it so simple to do so. You can find every CMO at every Fortune 500 or every mid-market company and get their contact info. I mean, the digital tools we have are ridiculous now to find. You could probably get their home addresses if you want. So I'm not saying do that, but I'm saying you probably could.